his lifetime, what was it that our beloved Uncle Ho loved the most and hated the most? It's difficult to pin down as we aren't used to being self-expressive, and moreover, subtlety and discretion have always been unique features of Eastern culture. However, through his works of literature, his day-to-day life, and his political career, we can clearly see that what our uncle hated most were bureaucracy, corruption, extravagance, and not putting the people's time and money to good use. On a lighter note, from the experience of all the people who had the honor of working with Uncle Ho, they can attest to the fact that he was extremely put off by cadre slacking. In 1945, during the opening of his speech at the 5th course graduation ceremony of the Vietnamese Cadre Training College, he said it straight.
In the invitation letter, the ceremony begins at 8 a.m. It is now 8:10, but many people have yet to show up. I recommend you stick to your schedule because time is invaluable.
During the anti-French resistance war, one commanding officer was 15 minutes late to a meeting with Uncle Ho due to unexpected circumstances of torrential rain flooding the nearby river and halted his journey.
If you're 15 minutes late as a commanding general, then for how long would your troops be late as a collective? You acted too confidently, not preparing any contingency plans for all the possible scenarios. As a result, you couldn't take initiative.
On one occasion, Uncle Ho and his compatriots had to wait for a cadre to arrive before they started the meeting.
How many minutes are you late?
Sir, I am 10 minutes late.
That's incorrect. Your 10 minutes times 500 people waiting makes 5,000.
Uncle Ho appreciated his time as much as he appreciated others' time. Therefore, he never let anyone wait for him. In 1953, Uncle Ho decided to visit an intellectual training class during a tense ideological struggle. To the class, this was an honor, and everyone was excitedly waiting. Suddenly, the weather shifted. Storm clouds gathered and poured for almost 3 hours.
How can Uncle Ho come in with that rain?
While the rain kept pelting down and everyone disappointed, there were whispers and hushes coming from the outside, which slowly evolved into a big cheer.
Uncle has come, guys, he has come!
His raincoat soaked, pants rolled up to his knee, and a straw hat on his head. Uncle Ho arrived, to everyone's surprise and great joy. Later on, they were informed that while he was getting ready for the class visit, it started pouring. His comrades working with him suggested that he postpone the visit to a future date, but he disagreed.
Once the appointment has been made, we must go there and on time. If we wait for the rain to stop, when will we be able to go? I'd rather we got a bit wet than kept the whole class waiting.
3 years later, on the occasion of Tet in Hanoi, hundreds of delegates of different civil sections gathered at the City Committee of Administration to wish Uncle Ho a Happy New Year. When they were about to set off, the weather shifted again, raining down on the parade. While they were arranging the vehicles so that Uncle Ho didn't have to wait a long time, a car arrived at the gate. Uncle Ho stepped down, held an umbrella, and shook hands with them individually, wishing them a happy Tet holiday, which moved everyone. It turned out that seeing the heavy rain, Uncle Ho understood the predicament of the delegates and by himself went to their place instead. What a kind heart of a thoughtful leader who only thought about the citizens throughout his lifetime. Even in death, he didn't forget to remind people not to hold a lavish funeral in order not to waste the time and money of Vietnamese citizens.